So here is the PI reading, because I am being pulsed on the thighs and the arms. So it's 322 November 11, 2020. See how low that PI is? Which is an indication that I'm being pulsed all over. So to show you the electrical currents on my skin, that's my arm. Elbow. Higher up. And the PI number now, 5.1, 5.4. Hand. Take the hand away. PI is 6. 5.4, 5.3. .7, and the hand is 5. See that high RF reading there? I look at the PI number. The hand, that's the PI number. Dropped 4.6, 4.4, 4.3, 4.5. Hand, okay, so I'm going to take that off and show you the reading on my stomach, because I was eating before. As soon as I had lunch, my stomach started cramping, and here are the RF readings. Here is the obliques. No magnets on me. The side of the breast. Around the heart area. So the power is turned down right now, but the RF is still quite high. So this is what's causing the crampiness. The thighs. And my thighs are hurting. See that high RF reading there? 106, 114 before that. That's what hurts. These pulses, these sudden pulses. Some kind of like a radar pulse. That's where it hurts, right there. So if I were to show you the temperature, (36.1), 36, 35.9, you'll see the same up and down. The red spot is where it's taking the temperature. That's where the laser is hitting. So it dropped a couple points. Okay, so it dropped a couple points suddenly. The other thigh, okay, so the temperature of this thigh, (35.9). (35.8). 35.9, 35.9, as opposed to this one here. So the left leg was being hit more than the right leg. Okay. So what does the PI show? (5.4, 5.2, 4.5, 4.4, 3.8, because my bikini line is also being hit, and I'll show you that. That's the bladder. And my back and my hip is also being hit. That's the bladder. 275, 199. And the idea is to make you incontinent. So what happens when your bladder is hit, and it's not quite full. See that huge number? See that 10 RF? That's directly into the bladder. And that's why the PI number is low and fluctuating up and down. When your bladder is hit this way, you feel like going to the bathroom and you need to urinate. And if it's, even if the bladder is not full, you feel that way. It makes you want to go to the bathroom, even with an empty bladder. So it's artificially stimulating the bladder as it artificially stimulates your stomach to secrete more acid, so you become hyper, you have hyperacidity, and you get ulcers. So there's a million ways to make somebody sick and uncomfortable. So just gonna slip back the oximeter on. .9, 5.5. See how fast that jumped? The flat line is because of the movement in this case. Your hand is supposed to be stable. So it goes up and down. Okay. So I'm going to show you, now that we've determined that the microwaves decreases the PI number, I'm going to get up from the table and I'm going to walk towards the modem. So I'm away from the table and halfway between the table and the modem. So the spikes are low there. The spikes are higher. Okay, so walking towards the modem. Here is the modem. Okay. So directly above the modem. Going down. I'm bending down now. Closer, 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 close to the modem. Notice how that number drops. Look at the bar. There you go. That's near the modem. And this is what happens in the morning when I'm scanned. Coming back up. And the line is straight. And there's a few skip beats there. Came back up at 80. And the PI goes back up to 3.2. So I'm going to take my blood pressure and see what happens. So I'm walking away from the modem now, back to the table. And the PI is 2.2. The saturation drops to 94. And saturation going up, PI is going back up. So I'm going to, I went back up to 4.2. So now I'm going to take my blood pressure reading.